all protocols observed, fellow students and colleagues, ladies and gentlemen, I stand before you today not in a very good mood because of the demise of one of our students offering BSc Statistics, Mr. Ameriba Eric Utan. But I'm very grateful to the mercies of the Most High God Jehovah because he has not failed us before and know he will never fail us ever. Mr. Speaker, things have been really difficult for this administration from when we took over power till now. But in spite of all of these challenges, the Most High continued to show us his grace, which we are very grateful for that. The RAYMOND OTIVI-led administration was an administration of which most of the students in UDS Navrongo campus had great hopes and belief in, especially considering our track record before we won power. However, the question which most students are still having missed answers about is what have we done so far since we assumed power. Mr. Speaker, without wasting my time, let me begin by talking about strong advocacy on the school fees that our students pay, which we believe is not a proof of value for money, and hence we were pushing for a deduction and also to end the flash rate fee payment policy. Mr. Speaker, we pushed so hard and that has resulted in tremendous improvement in relation to infrastructure and facility on campus. Some of the improvements in facility include fixing of bulbs in all lecture halls so that our students can get a place to study at night, fixing of lighting system at the summer at which so many administrations tried but it failed, changing of ceiling in both NH1 and NH2 from T&J to wooden ceilings. This is to allow proper ventilation and also reduce heat in these lecture halls during the hot seasons. A facelift in the toilet and washroom facilities on campus, including others. Programs and projects. Mr. Speaker, the RAYMOND OTIVI-led administration has not done much in terms of this area, but the very little we have done is noteworthy. The SRC organized the campus business pitch last trimester with the aim of encouraging our students who have great business ideas which can also solve our day-to-day problems as a society realize their dreams by providing the appropriate platform for them. Mr. Speaker, I am happy to announce to this honorable house that our 3 finalists got an opportunity to pitch their business ideas again during the inter-UDS campus pitching to select the best 2 to represent UDS at the inter-university pitching in March. And out of the 3 that UDS Navrongo campus sent, one of them, that is Miss Atahubir Irene, by the brand name Chiemi, took the joint 2nd spot. This means that because of how tough the competition was in UDS, the coordinators from the Ministry of Business Development and Initiatives decided to award UDS 3 spots instead of 2 spots for the inter-tertiary business pitching, which will be done somewhere in March 2020. Mr. Speaker, this is not the only good news. One of the Navrongo campus business pitch final 3 by the name Mr. Awana Michael, who goes by the brand name Climacheck, who is in the house at this point in time, was able to secure a spot in the final 20 business to pitch the ideas before the president of this nation, His Excellency Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo, in July at the presidential business pitch. This means that out of the 3 finalists we sent, 2 of them were able to give us glory. Is this not a good news? Welfare and security. Mr. Speaker, the area of welfare and security is very paramount to my administration. During the first trimester, we were able to advocate so strongly for all students who made part payment to be able to register easily. Mr. Speaker, the good news is that we were able to assist a year 1 who gained admission, but due to financial challenges, we would not have been able to come to UDS Navrongo campus to come, and through assistance and direction, was able to register successfully. I feel proud of this as a person because the guy in question's university dream was not killed just because of financial difficulty. Mr. Speaker, I am happy to inform the House about the formation of the SRC Sanitation Task Force, which is going to be under the SRC Welfare Committee. This has become very necessary considering the sanitation issues of this campus. Mr. Speaker, to ensure that this initiative becomes something permanent, through the auspices of the Welfare Committee, we have formed the Committee of Cost Representatives who are going to be automatic members of the SRC Sanitation Task Force. Mr. Speaker, I am happy to inform the House that the Committee of Cost Representatives elected a president who is going to be part of the School Environmental Committee and act as a special advisor to the Welfare Committee on issues of student sanitation. Mr. Speaker, I present to you Madam Bella, who is the president of the Committee of Chairpersons, seated in the gallery. Mr. Speaker, under security, we have not relented either in that sector. Our resolve and commitment to revive the SRC cadet is a proof of our commitment in this area. SRC finances. Mr. Speaker, when we took over power, from the immediate past administration, we realized that there was a debt they left us, which is almost 55,000 Ghana cedis. Due to this, we were very careful in spending, coupled to the fact that the statistics given to us by Central Administration shows that our numbers as students of UDS Navrongo campus keeps on decreasing for the past 5 years. This has affected our finances. Mr. Speaker, another challenge we encounter in relation to our finances is the unfair deductions by Central Administration of over 80,000 Ghana cedis. If we all don't rise up together to fight this financial situation we find ourselves in now, the future of my SRC, your SRC, our SRC is very shaky. Mr. Speaker, there is outstanding debt we have to settle, which relates to loans we took in order to undertake the activities of the SRC. This, I believe, it is time we end that system. That makes it difficult for the SRC to access funds from dues paid to the SRC, hence resulting in the leadership going for personal loans in order to undertake the activities of the SRC. Mr. Speaker, due to the current financial situation, Mr. Speaker, due to the current financial situation we are in, coupled with some debts we need to pay, I respectfully announce to this honorable House between a 30% to 40% cut in allowance of the Executive Committee, Executive Council, and the General Assembly respectively. This will help the SRC to achieve certain things, and I urge all honorable members to bear with me at this point in time. SRC week celebrations and elections. Mr. Speaker, over the past few days, so many articles and rumors are making waves within the student fraternity concerning whether we will celebrate SRC week and conduct SRC elections or not. Mr. Speaker, in as much as I agree that we are having financial challenges as an administration, which I talked about earlier, I also believe that the very things that makes our students happy should be done for them in any way possible. As it stands now, and through the tireless effort of the Entertainment Committee chairpersons and the entire Entertainment Committee, we are trying our best to organize something simple but very entertaining and less costly for our students as SRC week. We are also looking at how to reduce costs in terms of the SRC and week selections. Mr. Speaker, what I expect of all our students right now is to rally behind me and support me massively in reclaiming the unjust amount of over 80,000 Ghana cedis taken from our accounts by Central Administration. This, I strongly believe, went down will help us to be able to celebrate SRC week at the same time conduct SRC elections. Conclusion. Mr. Speaker, honorable members of this General Assembly, all protocols observed, fellow students and colleagues, ladies and gentlemen, I started my speech not in a good mood, but I have good news for everyone. This year, the RAYMOND OTIVI-led administration is going to give free SRC souvenirs to all students, both freshers and continuing students. This we are doing to bring the SRC closer to the doorstep of every student and also get all students involved in SRC activities. This is the first time that an SRC is doing this for the students, and this must tell everyone who does not know what we are doing that we are really working to make the SRC great and strong again. Mr. Speaker, we may not have done anything physical for our students to see, but what we have done in terms of restructuring of the SRC is tremendous, and I've received praises from people in campus management and beyond. Mr. Speaker, we are not solely needed as an administration in terms of what we have done. We are rather angry and eager to achieve more within the short period we have left in office. I will urge everyone to continue supporting the SRC in order to achieve something great together. Mr. Speaker, I will end my speech with Psalm 121 verse 1 to 3 and 8, which says, I will lift up my hands up. Mr. Speaker, I will end my speech with Psalm 121 verse 1 to 3 and 8, which says, I will lift up my eyes unto the mountains. Where does my help come from? 2. My help comes from the Lord, the maker of heaven and earth. He will not let your foot sleep. He who watches over you will not slumber. 8. The Lord will watch over your coming and going both now and forever. Mr. Speaker, at this stage, I would like to finally conclude by urging this honorable house to all as we try to rebuild the SRC, because there have been so many challenges we know, but together, if we all come together, we will be able to achieve more. And I know that the future of the coming SRC will be bright. Long live SRC of UDS. Long live UDS Navrongo SRC. May God continue to make us great and strong. Thank you.
Like that activity has a relationship to the health assistance. So we are putting it before the house. Would you like to bring your questions just after the state has been delivered? Or you wait after the committee to come and present the report to the house, then you ask the question now. So that one is the choice to the house. Because most of you were here in the sitting that has just gone by, and then the committee was constituted. probably the chairman of that committee or the chairman, he himself may come and present their findings to the House, or may appoint any member in the committee to present the findings to the House. So would you like to have the report being presented before you ask questions on the state, or you want to ask the questions on the state before the report is presented? That one is a choice to the House, please. Yes, Honorable Sir.
Thank you very much. Since we have read the SRC, I think we should comment on that before we move on to whatever comes. Because we are supposed to go by the agenda. Unfortunately, it's not our it. So what you are telling us should either come to maybe other matters, or maybe when we are done with the agenda.
We are only saying this because we are anticipating that the findings of the committee will have relationship to the state of SRC. But anyway, whichever way you want to go, let's go with it. And then, Mr. Razak, I think you can put it in the form of a motion, then we go. Yeah, please proceed.
Comment on the state of the SRC for inaction.
Any second. Any second to the motion. Yes, Honorable Academic Chair.
Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker. I, Mohammed Abdul Jalil, the Academic Committee Chair, do second the motion.
Any counter motion? Yes, Honorable Rosina.
I, Akuba Rosina, would like to raise a counter motion that the committee's report should be presented since it has a link to the SRC. The state of the SRC that the president has raised.
Any second to the counter motion? Yes, Honorable.
Hi, I was on the second counter motion.
Honorable Sir, please, I can complete the House once again. Why you want to put our motion?
Thank you very much. Like I said earlier, it's not right that we should discuss matters of this nature without any agenda. So under no circumstance, we should have been given those agenda for us to follow it accordingly. So since the agenda has not been given, I yesterday you actually told us to bear with you and then proceed. I think what is coming out is that, as the president was reading the state of the SRC, because we were not given the state of the SRC, the hard copy, we were trying to just jot certain things down. So if you are telling us to wait for that one and comment later, what we jotted down can be forget. I think we should comment on it before.
But by the way, I think the state is now a half convenient to visit honorable members. But the now we will do this very
According to the agenda that was sent around, the next thing after the state of the SRC is the report from the committee. And from the duties that were given, the duties that were assigned to the committee from this house is all linked to the financial state of the SRC, which was part of the state of the SRC the president presented to us.
Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker. From what the SRC Secretary is saying, the next agenda is the report from the Committee of Inquiry. So why not we finish with the agenda at hand? So when we finish everything at once, then we can now move to the new agenda we have on our list.
Yes. This attendance to the counter motion. What is your reason?
My reason is we have not been given the hard copy and we are been giving us right now. So we move to the next agenda. In case we finish going through, then we'll be able to ask questions on that.
To the House. said, what of voice or sound? I cannot measure the voice or sound. So I want to involve in discrete activity that will give us clear experience. So those of you in favor of the first motion, please kindly show by hands that we should make comments on the state before we proceed to the findings of the committee. Those in favor of that motion should show by hands, please. Those in favor of the counter motion, please show by hands. By voice of the voting, the counter motion is accepted. Then there's no
Thank you very much, Mr. Chair. And if that is so, I think when we come to comment on the state of the SRC, and the president has to re-deliver it for us to be into it.
Yeah,
Yes,
no,
because and the last of we were supposed to be given these hard copies before he actually
Thank you very much. I'll point to this, but the idea is that when you look at the agenda, you realize that the state of the SRC comes first. But we were saying that if we open a floor for questions or comments, then you respond to it. And after it goes back to the staff, and then the committee and we build their report, probably it may be a very question to answer questions from that end. So that means that we have to all these things to come and improve moving. So that was the